Yeah, I'm proud to say it.
Yeah. Diamond Dunlap in the house. What's up, Diamond? Young Coco in the house. What's up, Young Coco? Okay then, Tampa, Florida is in the house. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and call it on this live line, because it is about time to do that. Hope everybody's feeling good this morning. Y'all ain't here for my DJing, so I'm gonna go ahead and get busy. Marley Marl in the house. What's up, brother?
Yeah, great to see you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
Please enter your... Thank you. Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Okay. JG in the house. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible. We are now at June 3rd already. Can you believe that? It's already June 3rd, baby. We getting this 90-day blitz. Anybody that if you know, you know. We're releasing this thing at 12 noon. Hey, Allie, have you already programmed the text message system? So everybody knows at 12 noon, everything going crazy. Vita Lachey is in the house. Queen, you about to have a ball. Sleepy time over. Proverbs 20:13. Can somebody give me that in the comments? Proverbs 20:13. Proverbs 20:13, baby. 12 noon. That's right. That's right. Let's get it. 90-day blitz, y'all. 90-day blitz. Mr. Terry is in the house. So check it out, y'all. My man Yeshua. Good morning, Yeshua. Okay, Jennifer is in the house. All right, check it out, everybody. That's right, Proverbs 20:13. That's a good. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it like that, just so everybody on the same page, baby. Good morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach, but more importantly, I'm a self-esteem development expert. What you mean y'all can't hear me on YouTube? Why Diamond say she can't hear me on YouTube? Y'all can hear me on YouTube. Arsenio, Crystal, y'all can hear me on YouTube. Dennis is in the house on YouTube. Can y'all hear me? We can't mess up the YouTube gang. My man Corey 19 in this joint. My man Corey 19 in the building. Okay. All right. Let's get it. Okay. So what makes you a leader? Some of you know I was blessed and fortunate to become what's called the chief marketing officer for our own company, like a financial services company that we have, right? Where we focus on ownership preparation. We focus on closing a wealth gap by closing an ownership gap, right? And I'm the CMO. I'm now in the C-suite. I'm the chief marketing officer, right? And I'm blessed and fortunate to have led our company to the most profitable year in its existence. Pretty much right after I took the helm, right? But I had a conversation with somebody earlier this week that made me want to talk about this idea that you being a leader, and what they pointed out to me was that me being a leader started way before some title. Millionaires, the truth is that being a leader has nothing to do with title, and it has everything to do with your attitude, everything to do with your actions, everything to do with your mindset and your philosophy as it relates to your responsibilities. Millionaires, if you want people to give you the gift of influence, is what we're talking about when we say leadership. If you want other people to give you the gift of influence over their lives, millionaires, you're going to have to take this serious. So what I want to do is I want to give you about 7 different ways, okay, that you can show you're a real leader. You can show that you're a leader even before you get that promotion. Everybody with me? I'm going to give you 7 principles that are going to allow you to kind of begin collecting some of that influence from the people in your life. And it's going to happen before you realize it. All right. So here's the first one I got for you. Somebody give me this in the comments and share this with an entrepreneur. Check it out. Value every relationship. Value every relationship. Value every relationship. What do I mean by that? I was talking about a Communication Pro. Some of y'all were there, some of y'all weren't. But I was like, in real estate, the term appreciation is very interesting, because in real estate, what appreciation means is that the value of something went up. Check it out. What if you decided to appreciate the people in your life? What if you decided to appreciate the people that God puts in your life? Check this out, y'all. I don't care whether you're talking about a janitor, the junior partner in your company. There's a person behind every job title. Sometimes you ask somebody what they do and they tell you what they do for a living. I'm like, no, I want to know what you do for the world. Because you do something. To the world, you might be just one person, but to one person, you just might be the world. And I was telling one of my mentees yesterday, there's this book called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Warren Buffett went to, all the top schools, famously. The only diploma that he has on his wall is his certificate from the Dale Carnegie course on how to win friends and influence people. And something that is amazing about that concept is that Dale Carnegie teaches you to walk around pretending like everybody has a sign on their forehead that says, treat me like I'm the most important person in the world. Millionaires value every relationship. Scale of 1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. 10, I'm millionaire minded with that thing. 1, I need help. How do you rank yourself on valuing every relationship? See, a lot of what I'm doing with you during this 90-day blitz, okay, is based around the idea, not that you got to look for prospects everywhere, but this 90-day challenge is about the fact that you're going to create prospects on demand. Can somebody give me that in the comment? Prospects on demand. I don't care if you have a landscaping business or you're in financial services. I want you to start treating everybody as though they are a prospect that you can create on demand, but you're not going to be able to leverage that until you love them and until you invest in them. It always goes, I got to invest before I fall in love. And then I got to fall in love before I can leverage. It's always going to go like that. What I'm telling you is you got to value these relationships before you'll even notice their value. Can I get a witness? Prospects on demand. Prospects on demand. Prospects on demand. All right, y'all. Here's number 2. Here's number 2. If you're ready for the second one, give me a prospects on demand and give me a share. Let's go, Chris. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Ronisha in the house. What's up, Ronisha? All right, here's number 2. Think about your team's needs before you think about your own. Oh, my God. This is huge. What if you adjusted your mindset to a place where you're willing to think about your team's needs before you even think about your own? Check it out. Would you be willing to finish a report so that a team member can go get their child from the babysitter early? Right? Check it out. Would you be willing to show up for a teammate that was supposed to do a presentation and all of a sudden a crisis popped up? Check it out. When it's crunch time and the team is working late, do you buy takeout for everybody out your own pocket just to keep the morale up? Millionaires, everybody always talks about with great power comes great responsibility, right? That's everybody's thing. Oh, once you have power, and they mostly pull it out this movie called Spider-Man, right? And the vibe behind Spider-Man was that the whole vibe with Spider-Man is this thing that, like, when you have these powers, you want to make sure that you don't mess around and when you have these special powers, you want to make sure that you're not using them in a way where you hurt people. So that's what you always hear. You always hear this adage that with great power comes great responsibility. We've all heard that. But here's what I want you to think about this morning, because nobody ever talks about this. When you're talking about something like thinking about this number 2 one where we said you got to think about your team's needs before you think about your own. I want you to think about this, y'all. With great power comes great responsibility, but also, can somebody give me this in the comments? With great responsibility comes great power. Don't let that go over your head. With great responsibility comes great power. What do we mean by that? Now, with great power comes great responsibility. We already know what that means. What that means is that at the end of the day, we don't want you to use these powers for evil. We don't want you to hurt people, right? That's right, Mark. That's right, Mark. Talk that talk, baby. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. So I want you to think about this, right? Not only with great power comes great responsibility, but millionaires, with great responsibility comes great power. If you're the one that's thinking about your team's needs, do you understand? Unofficially, you're going to start to become that team's leader. Because I'm going to tell you what we're going to do as human beings. We're going to naturally follow whoever looks like they're looking out for us the most. Am I making sense? Hey, come on now. Somebody heard me. With great responsibility comes great power. Okay. Yeah. Did that click on for somebody? Did that feel good to somebody all of a sudden? Did that hit? Did that hit a little different? Did that hit a little different? Tell them, Kim. With great responsibility comes great power. All right, here's the third one, y'all. So with that said, the third one is you got to help your team grow. If you want that power, even without the title, the third action I got for you is literally dig in and help your team grow. Maybe you're providing training. Maybe you're providing opportunities for them at every turn. Maybe you're helping them get to a place where they can work at their full potential. What are you doing actively and with intention to help your team grow? What are you doing actively and with intention to help your team grow? Is this making sense to somebody out here? Millionaires, are you providing training and opportunities for them, right? Are you allowing it so that they can work at their full potential? What are you doing to encourage and sponsor continuing education? Some of you use this morning call to keep your team educated, to keep your team growing. Some of you use this morning call to make sure you keep yourself growing, and that's cool. But some of you have an increased level of responsibility for the people who have given you the gift of influence over their lives. And you say, you know what you need to do? You need to tune in on this morning call with me. You need to tune in on this morning call with me. We're going to hold ourselves accountable based on some of the things that we said that we had learned this morning. Because the only proof of learning is a change in course of action. So what I want to do is I want to encourage all of y'all to get on this morning call. It's called Good Morning Millionaire. I want you to get on this call, and then we're going to discuss, real quick after the call for 3 minutes, what we're going to apply, what the main thing we're going to apply is. Everybody, look, we're all going to jump on a conference call real quick. I'm going to buzz you in. I'm going to three-way you in. And then we're going to talk for 3 minutes about one thing we're going to apply. And then everybody going to hang up the phone and go about their day. See, now you're helping your team grow. Is that making sense? Is that making sense? You better tell them, Kim. One of the things about that accountability community we got, right, is this whole idea that, like, proximity is power, y'all. My mentor says it all the time. Like, who are you keeping pace with? Hey, Tori, thank you for saying that. Clubhouse is playing games this morning, but we starting on Clubhouse right now. All right, but here's number 4. Here's number 4. If y'all haven't joined Clubhouse, you can come to Clubhouse and join the Millionaire Minded team. Come to Clubhouse and join the Millionaire Minded team. That's what we want to encourage. But here's number 4, y'all. Share the credit. Share the credit. There we go, Tori. So now we got Clubhouse cracking. Okay, shouts out to Quan Shika. I love that. I love that. All right. So number 4 is share the credit. Share the credit. You accomplished the goal, millionaire. But what you didn't do is do that by yourself. Are we on the same page about that? Your team was right beside you the whole time. Tell me I'm lying. My man Calvin in the house. My man Calvin Allen up in here. That's what I'm talking about, baby. So what I'm saying, I know Calvin gonna film me on this. I know every leader is gonna film me on this. Demeter gonna film me. You got to share the credit. Your team worked right alongside you the whole time, or they should have. And if they didn't, then maybe they're not your team. But what I'm saying is, let leadership know who helped you. Brag on somebody in front of them. Brag on somebody so they can hear you, even though they don't know that you know they listening. Don't let that go over your head. What I'm saying is share the credit sometimes, y'all. Make your team look good. Give people a good reputation to live up to behind their back. That sounds crazy, right? Normally when we say you talking about somebody behind their back, a lot of times we're saying you're pointing out some shortcoming. What we saying is, if you want to take if you want to take leadership, if you want to take leadership, that's right, Calvin. Hey, Calvin, you sure you ain't a rapper, dog? That's a bar. Literally share the credit. That's like how me and wife be like, we do all the work, you get all the credit. What we're saying is share the credit, y'all. What we're saying is share the credit. That's right. That's right, Yvette. That's right. That's right. Let's get it. Yeshua. So all we're saying is make your team look good. Give people a good reputation to live up to behind their back. It'll change your life. Now, what's the flip side of that? Here's number 5. Here's number 5. Y'all haven't been giving yourself scores on these categories, but then I haven't been asking you. So I ain't mad. But when you go back and watch this replay, what I'm going to suggest you do in the comments is give yourself a scale of 1 to 10 on this thing. Right? Man, you better preach, bro. You better preach. Oh, snap. That's right. That's right. All right. So the flip side of like sharing the credit, right? And I want you to give yourself a score on that. So scale of 1 to 5. So far, what we said is number 1 was you were going to value every relationship. Scale of 1 to 5. How do you think you do with that? Number 2 is you're going to think about your team's needs before your own. Simon Sinek says leaders eat last, right? He noticed that in the military. You let all the privates eat, then we'll eat last, right? Number 3, I wanted you to rank yourself 1 to 5. 5 being millionaire minded, 1 being bottom of the barrel, right? 1 being I really need help with this. How good are you at intentionally helping your team grow? I want you to rank yourself honestly on that. Number 4 was sharing the credit. Oh, we love to share the blame. Oh, we love to share the blame. But how good, hey, Calvin, you out cold. How good are you at sharing the credit? You know, and then that leads me to number 5. Number 5 is shoulder the blame. Share the credit. That makes you a leader. Shoulder the blame. That makes you a leader. Now notice, I ain't say share the blame and shoulder the credit. I ain't say take all the credit to yourself, but pass out the blame equally. Vice versa. I'm saying share all the credit and take all the blame on yourself. Millionaires, take all the blame on yourself. My man Corey been training at Amazon. My man Corey been training at Amazon close to a decade at this point. I guarantee you that he's learned this principle, because you're not a leader until you're willing to look in the mirror and say, this is my fault. Man, I had a few people leaning on me about leaning on different people, you know, that are around me. Like, hey, how's Zeke? Why you letting them slide, baby? You see, this person ain't working as hard as they should. Why you letting them slide? Like, what's going on with that? I said, it's my fault. It's my fault. Check this out. It's my fault. The buck stops here. And that's why the bucks is going to stop here. You hear me? Listen to me. It might not be my fault, but what I know is it's my responsibility. Share this with an entrepreneur who needs a light bulb this morning. That if it is to be, it's up to me. If they thought like me, they'd be my competition instead of my employees. You hear me? If they thought like me, then they would be the leader, not me. Do you hear me? Followers need to be understood, but I ain't no follower. So what I need to do is understand. Oh, snap. Millionaires, if your team failed to meet a goal, or if a project ain't going well as planned, the blame stops with you. If you're the leader, I'm only talking to the people that want to be a leader. You got to have your team back. You can't throw them under the bus for the sake of your ego and feeling better while putting their exact circumstances in place to make it so you do worse. And now later on, your ego will still try to save you and still make you feel better when you're doing even worse by helping you blame somebody else. But all I'm saying is, if you're a leader, you need to give feedback to people about their performance privately. But you need to make sure that everybody's clear in public that it's your fault. It's my fault that my people ain't know what to do. It's my fault my people ain't know what to say. How am I yell at them about not working and they don't know what to do? It's my fault. But even more than that, it's my responsibility. You hear me, y'all? It's my responsibility. Let's go. What's up, Kim? And so on that note right there, I got another one for you. Man, tell him, bro. Tell him, Corey. On that note, I got another one for you. Yeah, talk that talk, Mark. Man, come on, man. And check this out, Calvin. The bigger your ego, the smaller your self-esteem. But check this out. The bigger your self-esteem, the smaller your ego. I don't have the need to tell him who I am when I know who I am. When I know who I am and whose I am, I don't have the same intensity to share that with some clown that don't get it, because I'm secure in myself. I have self-esteem, so I don't need as much ego. Am I making sense to somebody? Man, somebody give me this. Somebody give me this in the comments. Oh man, see, y'all catching the bars this morning. That's what I like. Y'all catching the bars this morning. See, that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you, young Coco. That's what I'm saying to you, young Coco. And with that said, right? And with that said, number 6, never say that's not my job. If you're trying to be a leader and you don't care about the title part, because that's what we're talking about this morning, right? 7 different ways to take that leadership position without it being given to you. You're just taking the leadership, right? You're just taking it. See, because we can all be leaders, baby. Leadership don't mean you got followers. Leadership means you know where you're going. And then what happens is people start walking behind you. Man, I don't even know if they heard me, Allie. I don't know if they heard me. Man, we got a leadership crew. Y'all gonna meet a bunch of the LAT soon enough. We got a whole leadership crew. Check it out, man. I'm so proud of this group, because certain people, aren't able to do this and that and the third. And then what'll happen is somebody else will step up. People never say that's not my job. When you say that's not my job, it oozes laziness. It oozes arrogance. It oozes mediocrity. And we can predict your future. Oh, man, I hope I ain't in the wrong place to be real, but I'm going to tell you something. You got to chip in and help with what needs to be done because you see it needs to be done. He who does more than he's paid for will eventually get paid for more than he does. Y'all don't hear me, man. Listen to me. Never say that's not your job. Clean the damn coffee pot. Do the dishes. Take that moldy dish out that refrigerator at the job. You know the one I'm talking about, right? Put it in the trash. Do what needs to be done. Man, I love when YouTube checking in, man. The whole YouTube gang. Shouts out to Facebook too. But if you're watching the replay, please watch it on YouTube. Subscribe to Millionaire Minded TV. I appreciate that, Shalonda. Oh my God, it's so hard, Queen. It's so hard. Oh my God. You know what I mean? It's like, oh snap. I pissed this person off accidentally when I did what? Oh my God. And then special shout out to everybody who's trying to reach me the past few days, man. I've just been out of pocket. Simone Simmons, I owe an apology to. My man Mark Bates. There's been so many people from my crew trying to reach out to me, y'all. But I had to go underground because we got this 90-day thing going on. And I'm like, if I keep answering the phone, and since I love my folk, no phone calls ever 60 seconds. So next thing you know, when you could have been 15 minutes ahead, 30 minutes ahead, an hour further, but you talking about what you're about to do. And I'm like, okay, let me just not answer none of these phone calls. Let me leave the phone way off in the, you know what I mean? And work, put in this work. Because that's the part nobody else want to do, y'all. Nobody else want to put in the work. Why are you laughing at Simone? Oh, so y'all was talking to each other. Shalonda wasn't even talking to me, was she? She's talking to you, Chanel. I was like, oh, thank you very much. She wasn't even talking to me. Preach, Kim. Preach, Kim. See, I had to take my ego out of it. You crazy, Chanel. All right, here's number 7. Here's number 7. Yeah, absolutely. So everybody's getting referred to but me. I love that because it ain't about me, man. I listen, man. Only the mistakes is mine. Only the mistakes is mine. And God be the glory. Only the mistakes is mine. Right on. Yeah. And definitely I apologize to Miss Shalonda Lee. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. So here's the last one I got for you. Oh, thank you. There we go. Okay. It's all good. All right, this is the last one I got for you, y'all. And everybody go do our affirmations. Call in on the affirmation line. If you haven't yet, if you've never tried it, we want to encourage you to try it this morning. Affirmations will start your day off. If you're not on Clubhouse rocking with us, come join on the live line. You can call me to the same number and it'll just call you back. So you can do that right now if you want to. But number 7 is become a person of character. Become a person of character. You got to stop caring so much about your reputation, which is what they think of you, and start caring about your character, which is what you think of yourself. Leadership is less about skills, y'all, and more about values. Everybody thinks that leadership is about the activity. Leadership's about the philosophy. It's about your value system. You don't want to be known as that leader, the one who's dishonest, the one who's sneaky, the one who's underhanded and unethical and self-serving. Right? And your team certainly don't want to follow a leader that ain't consistent, that they can't trust. You know, trust is made up of 2 different pieces. It's the credibility. Are you going to try to do what you said you do? And then it's the capacity. Can you even do it? That's why we trust you, because we believe you're going to try. And then we believe you have the ability to do it. Millionaires, nobody wants to follow a leader they can't trust. I want you to look at your credibility and I want you to look at your capacity and make sure you step them things up, because respect takes a long time to earn and only a couple seconds to destroy. Do you hear me? I once heard somebody say, your job gives you authority, but it's your actions that give you respect. You hear me? Your job gives you authority, but it's your actions that give you respect. Right? Your job gives you authority, but it's your actions that give you respect. Whatever, Chanel. I love it. That's a good point, Dennis. That's a good point. All right, y'all. So you can have a title on your door and never lead nobody, y'all. I ain't lying. How you treat somebody else, that's what tells the real story. So I want to challenge you to put these ideas into practice today. It's 8 o'clock, y'all. It's time to say our affirmations. Repeat after me, millionaires. Here we go. I am so happy and grateful. that I keep accomplishing more of my goals every day. I love myself. I love my life. I am now becoming the best example of all my best advice.